Yo! What's happening, YouTube? Greetings and salutations. It's your boy, Uncle Jim.
There he is. Uncle Jim is the master of Missouri. Let's go.
If you look to the west and you check out what's going on the left, it's the best. He's out on those Westwood streets making sure that people are safe and entertained. Maybe feeling the glow of the day. It is the West Coast Wizard. You know him, Curtis Magic.
Curtis Magic. I'll treat you to some free sunscreen.
Oh, really? Do you just walk up and lather people? That feels like it could be somewhat.
It's a little Biden-y. You know, I just come behind people and just get.
Or I would like to refer to it as a little Buster Bluth.
Oh, Buster.
Hey, brother.
Hey, with the hook.
I'm hideous.
Let's just react to every episode of Arrested Development.
Oh my gosh. Get ready for that, kids. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know you came through because you saw in the thumbnail and the title, we are getting into one of your suggestions. Those doers out there that come through and absolutely spam us with, you got it. Well, here it is.
Finally.
TheDooo sings Hallelujah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be brilliant. Madge, what's your opinion? How do you feel about getting into this mix?
Well, you know, it's a good jam. So the expectations are high. Obviously, it's TheDooo. I'm not worried about it, but you know, this is not like
people were really hyping his the vocal quality here, which will be interesting because I mean we've heard him sing a little bit, but
coming into my territory.
Well, it's true.
I'll have opinions.
I imagine you will, and we're all excited to hear them. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, if you will.
Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the like.
Subs, likes, we appreciate the thumbs up. Helps the algorithm. Please tell your friends about us and pass us on to other people if you can. Maybe at a function over some ambrosia, which is the dessert of the Midwest. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
It's kind of how it feels like to react.
Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throat and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, baby, I've been here before. I've seen this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you, and I've seen your flag on the marble arch. And love is not a victory march, it's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who has seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Well, I gotta look.
Wow.
Just to turn the corner here for a second. What a juxtaposition to go from what our ears were just treated to like now check out the Dark Souls or the Call of Duty goofs that I do. Like this is the most. This is the most. Okay, I don't want to say something. Pull me back here if I've said something insane.
Yes, go talk to me.
Is this not the most broadly multi-talented performer out there right now? Is there somebody who's doing this many things with such excellence? I think of somebody like a Jimmy Fallon, does a ton of stuff.
Right.
It's not all with this level of excellence, though. Do you know what I'm saying?
I am on record as having said multiple times in my life, and I'll probably get added quite often here in the comments. I think Justin Timberlake is one of the most talented individuals we've ever known. I mean, vocally,
that's a fair.
His musical acumen.
We're in the ballpark now.
Yeah, his musical acumen, his comedic timing.
He slays the SNL.
He does. He does a great job.
Now, my personal opinion, haven't seen the new thing that he did on the Apple TV Plus, but I don't think the legit acting chops are there personally.
Maybe not not on the high end dramatic side, but he can be a part of something that's
he's not a punk either.
Dramatic.
Yeah, he's not. I mean Social Network was good.
Social Network, yeah. But yeah, you're right. I mean, this is hearkening back. As I like to use that term from time to time, ladies and gentlemen, hearkening back to an era in entertainment where only the widely talented actually made it into the living rooms and onto the screens.
That's right.
Right. When you think of vaudeville, you think of someone who was talented on multiple facets generally. And if you think of some of the dancer, singer, actor, comedic individuals that we know from that era, it's a bygone era. And now people are much more specialized. They kind of get into their thing.
That's right. And that's actually, that's great. That means more people get to come to the table. You don't have to be a triple threat to work in entertainment, which is a great thing.
But to listen to a guy who has, he's definitely witty and sharp in that context, but man, musically, I know this. I don't know if this is a term that people use anymore, savant, because I know it can have some like negative connotations, but there's certain people who, they seem to have an ability to look at music as some might do with, other sort of mediums in art, and just, man, it feels effortless to them. It looks like, they have a gear that you didn't know they had. And again, we don't know, like, one of the things about this guy is he's kind of a mystery, right? Like, people don't really know. They've kind of tracked down that he lives in Missouri, and and obviously he's got an extensive background in some form of musical training. Now, I don't know if it's official, if it's formal or not. Maybe he has, Maybe he's spoken about it at some time, but there's just some people just are gifted. I mean, when you watch an athlete, and I think there is a lot of working hard in the industry, like say sports, but for some, take a guy like Bo Jackson, take a guy like Deion Sanders. I mean, world class professional in two different sports that aren't necessarily related to each other. And so when I think of this, the way he played the guitar and sung on this, it isn't it's in the same ballpark as being a great lead guitarist, but it's using a
really
whole
different qualities.
Yeah, absolutely.
So and I'll digress from the sort of comparison game, because it doesn't matter anyways, but there is something special about this guy. Let's just do a quick breakdown of what we just heard. First of all, he comes out with the acoustic. He goes, he's like, Jeff Buckley did this thing, I'm doing this thing, and comes out with the acoustic. He's got the capo on, so even with that, we've got this guitar sound that's a little bit higher. It's just not quite your average acoustic sound. A little bit of like a chorusy delay thing going on with both. It might have just been a general filter, because I could hear it in his voice too. So one thing the first thing I thought of is, this is his own arrangement, and it's really, really nice. Like, there's some really nice chords that he's sort of arpeggiating or whatever, and it's a real nice foundation for a classic song. So to be able to out of the gate just be like, I'm gonna go in a slightly different direction, I think was the right choice. Because really what he's doing is sidestepping the comparison thing, which is, it's so natural to want to do that.
But also it speaks to the boldness and the creativity. Like, they asked him to do something where clearly, Cohen, Buckley, all these different people have, I mean, there have been tons and tons of performers doing this song
very well.
Yeah.
Your boy JT did it at one of it was like a Haiti relief thing. And
and
he did good.
And these are platinum pressed to record kind of records. Yeah. And he went in and did something that in my opinion, was on the same level as any of them.
I agree for a few different reasons. One thing we learned about his voice that I didn't quite know, he lives in that smooth place, which I love. But he can get gruff and kind of scratchy. He seems to have that kind of control. It's not easy to do. You hear it like some people have like more gravelly voice, some people be able to, again,
but they're limited on their top end when they have
that's right. And then speaking of top end, later he goes into clean falsetto. All of it is pitch perfect while he's playing guitar, which is easier said than done. Go back and look at some of this is random because it's on my mind, but go back and look at some of the early Taylor Swift live. It's pitchy AF, because it's hard to do, for one thing, live, but then add playing an instrument on top of that. It's a lot of this, and to be able to have that kind of control, amazing.
And he did what a major like jump in chord changing or
he did the key change.
That's what I was
toward the end with the last verse.
He capoed the final fret, as opposed, I mean, he moved it all up.
He moved it to one, and I don't know what he's doing. I think it was like a full, I don't know, it was like a full two steps or so. Anyways, it was by doing that, we also got to hear all that additional vocal range. So that high end, which he didn't. We knew he could do. He just snuck in the falsetto, but then he didn't go false when he could have, because he went hard on it and belted it at this guy's.
And he did his own
good.
He did his own choral work too, right? Like, he did some layering in there, which was really fantastic.
That's what I think what was happening there. Some track on track. There are like harmonizer filters. I don't think he was using them there.
No. I think
they sound a little different, a little more auto-tuney when you use
also those. Really loved the effect of dropping out at the chorus. With the blacking the screen, and then how he ended it that way. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it was brilliant. That's it.
Really, really, really.
Thank you so much for coming through the comments
for the
and telling us.
Yeah,
absolutely.
My goodness.
Wow. Anything else?
I'm definitely not singing today.
Okay, so no
We
summation.
just need to sit with that.
Vocalization.
Yeah, we just
but
pass
what we will
on that.
say to you is we appreciate
I'll
you
go
so
play
much.
Dark Souls or Call of Duty.
So much coming through, hitting the subscribe and the like. Hey, you're getting us
Yeah.
closer and closer to that 2K mark and maybe beyond. And we
Yep.
appreciate it a tremendous amount. And for those of you who've come through and maybe thrown a little love in the Patreon or the Cash App, hey, we appreciate that as well. But we just thank you for being part
Patreon
of
is
it,
blowing up.
helping us grow. And we hope to continue to bring them, the kind of quality reactions that you're looking for and for the material that you're looking for. Appreciate what you're doing out there. And we hope that this week, wherever you're watching the video, whatever's around you at the time, is filled with love and peace.
Yo, you know I'ma run this, kid. Shouts out to Curtis Magic and Uncle Jizz. Yeah, when I do my lyrics, dog, I'm repping for the faction. Hit them up online for the fly ass reactions. Yeah, out to him, I be giving mad love. Yo, shout to Uncle Jizz, I'ma give you the plug.